here at the Aerospace Village, and this is the bricks
in the air.
Bricks in the air.
Yep.
So, can you explain what it is?
Absolutely. So we've got Lego placeholder aircraft that are our bricks in the air for the aerospace field. The nice thing with the Lego kits is you get like the movement, you've got articulation with engines and landing gear. And so we can build this interactive thing that's in a safe academic way to like make airplanes like demystified so that people can feel comfortable interacting with it. And so we're exposing the low-level protocol, which is similar to what you'd find in a real airplane. We're using I2C locally here. It's cheap, it's ubiquitous, it's easy for like people to understand. But in real commercial planes are different protocols, the 1553s, the 429s. There's a lot of similarity. So there's bus controller and there's receiver transmitters, and everything can talk on the same bus, and it's a flat network in that sense. All of that is present here, again, in an academic kind of learning exposure type environment. So like one thing we can do on this kit, like let's lower the landing gear, or did you have something?
No, why don't we just do speeds on the propeller right now?
Yeah, let's do the propeller.
Set up.
Yep.
So it's running pretty slow right now, right? And I wanted to bump that up a little bit. Oops. There we go. So we have our lower level commands here. Okay, we're moving up a little bit. And in the challenge, you move through various stages. We'll let you do a little bit more each time. And should we show them?
Yes.
All right.
And the goal of this is it to reverse engineer the protocol, to figure out the protocol and learn how to control it?
Reverse engineering the protocol, yeah, you could totally do that. It would take you a lot longer than you want to sit down here and work on, right? So the way we kind of phrased it is you have the maintenance manual right here, and that kind of gives you a leg up, so you can go through here and figure out, okay, well, we have all these different devices here. Here are the addresses, here are the protocols, different commands that we can do, and then you kind of got to figure out how it works, and you play with them, and you move on. And as you go through, once you break those limits, you're in a debug mode where you're like, all right, we can send whatever we want now. We're no longer protected by the regular flight mode. You can do things like set the engine speed to 11, and if you do that...
Oh, sheesh.
You found like an edge case in our academic scenario where the engines were oversped. It was like an uncaught error handling kind of thing. And so like we've seen this now in like the real life, if you will. This is like the fun prize for people to win. But really the challenge is to like sit down and have fun learning through, I mean, we're sharing all the information, and so it's kind of learning like this concept of addressing and commands and responses and like deliberately setting that to get a prescribed reaction.
And what's so cool about this, it's not often like, oftentimes like when you get a successful hack, it's like you might be in your basement, you overflowed EIP, and it's like, woo, it's like you're the only one who's celebrating. With this, it's so cool that you guys have built something which simulates sped up the engine too much and smoke comes out. Is there any other elements which happen with this?
Yeah, so we can open and close the landing gear here too, and we'll do this way just because I don't have the commands up at the moment.
This is our admin controller.
Yep, so we can spin us back up over there, but we can also drop our landing gear down. So all these things are accessible through the actual command. You probably remember exactly what you need to do for all that.
Yeah, so like, that's so cool. So they're pretty much going through the manual, figure out where in memory they make the changes to make this happen on the plane, and then try and find the edge cases where they maybe can push the speed a little too fast, or instead of saying, okay, the landing gear can go up or down, but what happens if I send it to this third condition?
Yep, exactly.
But man, with that, has to be one of the cooler setups I have. The last thing I want to ask is, what hardware are you using right now? I see a Bus Pirate, I see what looks like a Raspberry Pi. What's all controlling it?
The Lego kit starts and stops right here at the infrared control. So this is all Lego power functions after here. This is exactly where the device is connected. So then we've got this purple board made from Oshpark, and it's
which you designed. Actually.
I designed that as well.
That's awesome.
So we got three. I mean, it's a little heavy-handed or AT Mega 328 controller. So it's the Arduino stack, flight control computer, engine control computer, and then the landing gear control computer. And so this is a stack where we're exposing, like we're prescribing I2C addresses for the computers, all on the same bus. And then what they'll do is when they receive a proper command, send out an IR signal to the appropriate channel to then control the Lego power machines. So our interface to physical asset, safe, academic, and then here is our like representation of avionics,
Okay.
like the various computers.
That's amazing.
And on the left there's Bus Pirates. We're just using that as a way to tap into the I2C. You could really use whatever you want on there. And then the Pi over here is just to give people something to play with. They don't have to bring their own computer this way. They can just drive and work on it.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, hey, thank you so much. Thanks for showing us both the other and this one. Like, this has been so cool. I love it when you have like so much hacking come out where anyone can see it and see the reaction of it. Man, thank you for watching. Thanks for joining us, and hack on.